Hey friends and revolutionaries, back with a video that I wanted to do last week, but my computer was giving me some real trouble. I'm hoping, this is the new computer as of like the beginning of the year, and it's already giving me trouble now. Still under warranty, so I'm hoping I can hold out just until I get it fixed. But for now, I figure, hopefully, I'll be able to get this video up, and it's just a return to the, well, a return to a video I did like 2 weeks ago. It's the not quite ready for plastic Christmas clips. You remember these guys, right? Yeah, you remember these little guys? Where you're sorted custom shields and other goodies. Well, apparently, some people really kind of like the idea. I got a few, personal messages and got some great comments. So, I figured, hey, if you like seeing these sort of things, if you like seeing different ideas that you can do with something as simple as Christmas-like clips, I'm happy to share. I'm happy to share them with you. Anytime I can get a couple or a half dozen ideas together, I'll throw them up there. Definitely encourage you to give it a try. The first idea, or one of the first things that I did because this is now the second pack of clips that I'm on, but one of the things that I did was, as you may know from the weapons pack and from the actual in pack, like Evelyn, and then the weapons pack for Zoar, the Mattel Eagle, the Mattel Falcon, I should say, for the Master Universe got armor and a perch, which is great. I mean, it's a great accessory figure, and having a stand for it to sit on almost makes it its own character, like Orko or something. It's actually very, very cool. And even the Star Sisters, if I'm right, are going to get this Falcon again with its perch. So, the Master Universe has this down. They know how to use the Falcon figure. Unfortunately, for anybody who has the Wonder Twins Falcon, or the Beast Boy Falcon, which is the exact same one, it doesn't have a perch. You might have bought a spare weapons pack to use for it, but for the most part, it's probably sitting somewhere just somewhere. It may possibly be sitting upright if you can get it just so, but it's pretty much a cumbersome accessory because it doesn't have any place to sit. And it's a beautiful piece. It really is. I really wish I had the Wonder Twin set, so I had the one that had like just classic, natural colors. Well, if you've got this figure, if you've got this type of figure, even if you want to use the one from one of the Master Universe, and you want to kind of do something different with it, what you can do is take a couple of clips, 2 clips, glue them together at 90-degree angles. Take a character like, say, Superman, who always looks good when he has a flying creature. Take one, clip it on his hand like so. Take the other and clip it right there on the inside leg. Just like so. Oop. If I can get him to stand up. Come on now, Soup. There you go. And that's just a really great way to use the clips to actually now pose that Falcon figure with a character, so that he's not just sitting, and he actually serves as a decent accessory for somebody. Again, I wish I had the more natural colored Falcon for Superman to have, but that works fine. That works great. As a matter of fact, if you want to pretend that really is Beast Boy, there's a whole other story that you can come up with here. But just an idea to throw out there. We're kind of starting with something simple, and work up to something I hope is just really, really cool. I want to, by the end of the video, I want you to look at what I've done and say, man, I want to try that. But this is something simple. Definitely encourage it if you've got this kind of Falcon and just need some place to put them. You just take 2 clips, glue them at 90 degrees, one that goes around Superman's wrist and the other on the inside of the leg. It's not real, it doesn't stick out too badly, it's not too cumbersome, and looks really, really nice. Now, sticking with Superman, and let's go ahead and use the regenerated Superman, because as we all remember, when Superman was reborn, you know, he didn't really have his powers, and you know, he actually had guns and other things to kind of make up for it. Well, you know, one thing that that I thought would be really, really cool, and as a matter of fact, you know what, let's put Superman aside. I was going to do it with him, but let's go ahead and just go straight to the Lex Luthor. Because, you know, Superman, yeah, he could wear a jetpack, I think, and recreate his flying ability. Well, when it comes to Lex Luthor, particularly this one that came with a 5-pack for the Gotham Knights, the 5-pack, I kind of thought, you know, he's very Super Friends look, and what would be a really great accessory that kind of goes with that look? Well, again, going back to the Master Universe Classics weapons pack, because that thing is just filled with great pieces. I went ahead and took some old Zodak armor and cut off the rockets. Just kind of smoothed them out as best I could. Stuck 2 clips on there, and figured, let's make some rocket boots. So if you have the Mattel flight stands, you've got what genuinely looks very Super Friend-ish. You know, I mean, I think this very much goes in the kind of style of the old Super Friends. Some rocket boots for Lex Luthor. You know, if you had enough stands and you wanted to, and enough of the pieces from Stratos' armor, Stratos' armor, you could probably make, you know, one of these for each of the Legion of Doom, and recreate some goofy plan that they made up with their rocket boots. It's free entertainment, guys. You get what you pay for. But there you go. Rocket boots for Lex Luthor, or whatever kind of DC Universe Classics figure you think it would look good on. Just something to do with your clips. Alright, so you're probably thinking that's all well and good. You know, that's some interesting ideas for the DC Universe. But what about Masters of the Universe? That's what we want to see. Gotcha. Alright. Well, of course, you know, we've been starting to see variants of some of the characters coming up. We're about to get the what is it? The Whirlwind Hordak, whatever, which I'm not a big fan of, but we'll get to that when he comes. There's been the Battle Armor He-Man and Skeletor. There's going to be the Thunder Punch He-Man that'll be coming out. I'm sure it's not long before we see the Terror Claw Skeletor. Not to, you know, suggest anything, Mattel, but that would be kind of cool. That would actually be a very cool figure. Because I'm sure that at some point they will be doing that Skeletor, I decided that for this next one, we go ahead and work with Scareglow. Why? Well, because it's going to be Halloween again, and as I've always will tell you, Halloween is a time to pick up some great accessory things, or great things to use for accessories. And this fits for Scareglow just perfect. These are just goofy little decorative hands that you can buy. You know, I don't know what they're for or why you would want to buy them. That if you actually take some clips, like so, you can go ahead, clip them onto the wrist of your figures, in this case, Scareglow. And there you have a poor man's version, or a homemade version, of terror claws, skeletal hands, whatever kind of name you want to give to him for Scare Glow. It's even worth mentioning that if you buy some of the glow-in-the-dark paint and brush it on there, it actually looks really cool. I don't have like a blue light to show it to you, and you couldn't tell if I did turn off the light, but it actually does work. It goes very well with him if you just dry brush the hands. Some point I'll get a blue light and be able to show you what I've done, but there you go, guys. Just another idea of what you can do with Christmas lights or Christmas tree or Christmas light clips if you just look around and see what you can find. Pretty nifty. Hope you like that one. I was pretty proud of it. Alright, this next idea, it's not as simple as just gluing something to a clip. It takes a little more work. But again, we're working towards something. We're building up to something very cool. And this is second to last one, so hopefully you're getting excited. Was at my local Hobby Town, or no, Hobby Lobby, that's where I was. And I was over by the leather material and found this. Plastic bear claws. Very southwestern kind of, arts and crafts thing. And I kind of thought to myself, if you put them together in just the right way, with some super glue and some green stuff, maybe accessorize with a few skulls, maybe. You can actually create a very cool pedestal. Not necessarily just for Masters of the Universe, though. Chances are that's what I'm going to use it for primarily myself. I wasn't really thinking very clearly. I should have kind of sculpted some texture into the green stuff when I was actually putting it on. But the whole idea was just trying to get it put together and see if it would work. And it actually turned out pretty well. The skulls are just actually from Halloween decorations a few years back. And there's these holes in there where, I guess you would put like on a necklace or something, that I'll probably buy some chain for and just feed some chain through it, just to kind of give it some extra oomph, But yeah, I went ahead and did 2 of them, and you can see on there is our old friend, the clip. And the whole idea was to make some sort of display that you could use for the Treasures of Grayskull. Whatever it is you might want to, display as a Grayskull something inside the castle. Whether it be like maybe Shira's tiara, or Orko's magic book, maybe. Whatever it is you think might be an appropriate treasure to display for Grayskull. These are actually really good for putting them on there. Maybe the Ramstone. What I was thinking, in particular, which is why I have 2, was for the Swords of Power and Protection. The whole idea is that you take them, clip them in like so, and there you have, whoa, the 2, I guess, most impressive or important treasures of Castle Grayskull, the 2 power swords. Not too shabby. I think that is a great way to kind of display the swords if you don't necessarily want to put them on the character. Unfortunately, I made a 3rd one that I didn't have the right super glue for, so it came out a little wonky. But I actually went ahead and put a dish for the Orb of Grayskull. So, this goes in the clip category because you have the clips that'll hold on to the handles of the swords very nicely, I might add. And if you do several different ones, well, again, you can have a whole treasure room of Grayskull artifacts. They are a little on the small side. I mean, just to give you a comparison, I mean, here is the Green Goddess standing here. So they are rather small, but when the swords are clipped in and when the orb's in front of her, I think it works. I don't know. You know, maybe. Who knows? Just throwing out ideas, guys. Throwing out ideas. Now, my last suggestion, or the last thing that I want to show you guys, and you know, hopefully get you guys trying out maybe on your own, is the fact that it's football season again. Which, if it's football season, that means it's cheerleader season. And for me, when I was going through and I found the bear claws, I also found these. Pom-poms. Little pom-poms. You see them in arts and crafts stores and kindergarten classrooms and all sorts of things. And I realized that if you take the clips and you glue them to your pom-poms, you can have the Masters of the Universe cheerleaders. Just have to get out all the girls, get all the girls out, have the clip on her wrist like so. Whoa. Make sure you got lots of room. Spread them out. Spread them out. Get Evelyn. Give her some blue pom-poms. There you go. And keep in mind, this is all cheap stuff. None of this is very expensive. You can easily spend less than $5 for any one of these components. The clips are $1 a bag, or $1.50 a box of clips. You know, the pom-poms, you know, $5. $5 with a bunch of clips. I don't know about you, but seems like a fun thing to me. And just because we brought her out a minute ago and I still have a set left, let's clip them on. So. Do like so. And there you go. Master Universe cheerleaders using Christmas light clips and just glittery pom-pom stuff. So, again, just some ideas to throw out there, some things to show off. Hope you guys give it a try and have some fun. If you come up with some of your own ideas, please feel free to share them with me. You know, do your own video of them. But I hope you enjoyed watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, join the revolution. See you soon. Bye-bye.